Iraqi Dinar Guru Opinions, the 5th of January 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. The 5th of January 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru MNT Goat article. With the beginning of the new year, the US dollar enters a new phase in Iraq. Wow. This says it all. Yes, Iraq has now moved to normal ways of doing business with the outside world. Iraq had stayed on the currency auctions with the CBI supplying the dollars way too long, 20 years. This was never Dr. Shabibi's plan, but they were forced to due to the newer Obama plan of paying off the war reparations first, then moving ahead with the currency reforms, which we have now witnessed aggressive movements in this direction since the beginning of 2023. The 5th of January 2025 Newshound Guru Jeff. A fair amount of people think the auctions have ended. This article right here will crush and destroy that theory. Article. The central bank sells more than $1 billion in just 4 days. This article is very clear. The only changes that have occurred regarding the auctions is they're no longer having or holding cash withdrawal inside the country of Iraq. They're still auctioning off currency abroad to overseas banks, and they may have transitioned to a new financial system. Regardless, the important step in this is that the banking reforms are now getting implemented. That's a critical step to this. The 5th of January 2025 Intel Guru Mark Z. Via PDK. Article. Government Advisor. The growth rate of non-oil GDP during 2024 is unprecedented. It's great to see non-oil revenues skyrocketing. This will help support the value of the dinar. The 4th of January 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26 Question. Do you believe in the tiers getting paid first? I hate to break your heart, sweetheart, but there are no tiers. People created this illusion that if you belong to this tier you have to give up some of your dinar. You have to be part of their group. Whatever it is you will be able to exchange first. That's beyond stupid as stupid can get. There are no tiers. There's no first level, second level, third level of our American population. Everybody's got dinars. Everybody will be treated the same way. Why? Because they all fall under the international banking laws. There is no other ways. There is no other options. If they tell you, give me your dinars and you'll be part of the XYZ group, run. You're not allowed to do what they're doing. That's evil. The 4th of January 2025 Intel Guru Mark Z. Via PDK. According to articles, the numbers easily support a rate of $3.50 to $4. The 4th of January 2025 Newshound Guru Samson article. Oil price. Global oil website. Trump will impose sanctions on Iraq. The 4th of January 2024 Newshound Guru Militiaman. They say today the exchange rate is 1320 dinar for every dollar. That is the true exchange rate, however that will change to an international acceptable exchange rate when the central bank applies the new exchange rate to be on international forex markets. They're preparing for that to happen before our eyes with the new reinforcement mechanism. They have switched from the old dollar auction system. The 4th of January 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article. Iraq surpasses Saudi Arabia in oil exports to America. Quote. The U.S. Energy Information Administration announced on Saturday that Iraq surpassed Saudi Arabia in oil exports to the United States during the past week. The 4th of January 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26. The fact they are about to, or have, stopped the auctions means it has to be replaced with a new exchange rate to add value to your currency. If all of these things are true from Sadani, then another thing is true emo. The lower notes they're going to give you are now in position, ready, loaded to go, ready to be given to the Iraqi citizens. The 4th of January 2025 Intel Guru Mark Z. Via PDK. In Iraq it appears the final step in de-dollarization is happening. That is what I was told. Although my one contact told me to not worry and this is de-dollarization before the change, but the Central Bank of Iraq is claiming they sold $1 billion in 4 days. They keep saying auctions have stopped, but we are seeing evidence they are still moving foreign currency. We are not sure what is going on, but we are watching it. Things are quite confusing. The 4th of January 2025 Newshound Guru Samson article. Central Bank. Work on the electronic platform has stopped. The 4th of January 2025 Newshound Guru Jeff. One of the things the central bank is stating they're going to do is end that old electronic transfer system that exclusively works with the dollar. and transition to a different type of banking system where the local Iraqi banks can start doing their own sending of foreign currencies and no longer just the dollar, multiple different foreign currencies abroad. It's called direct banking, but to do that the US sanctions need to be lifted off of Iraq. That's why this whole time they've only been able to exclusively work with the US dollar. The 4th of January 2024 Newshound Guru Militiaman. There's a difference between the dollar auctions and the reinforcement mechanism that they use today. Militiaman and crew have been quite clear that there's going to be a change, the dollar auctions are going to stop and there's something different. We have been spot on about the fact that the dollar auctions are going to go away, and they have. The 4th of January 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. Television is doing 11-page document, we've seen it before but they're re-showing it to us. It's instructions to all the new money exchange centers that have been opened up on what they can accept and how much to give on damaged notes being returned by citizens. It's like they are telling the exchangers a lot of the 3-0 notes are about to be returned. Frank. That's exactly what they're doing. Like I told you, these banks would be very essential, collecting the 3-0 notes is going to be massive. The 4th of January 2025 Intel Guru Mark Z. Via PDK. Question. Where will the new rate show first? Mark Z. If it follows in Kuwait's footsteps, it will quietly be released. Maybe people will do some exchanging and then it will show publicly on Forex. But, in today's world and the speed of the internet, my guess is we will all see it at the same time. You guys will probably hear it first from folks like me and then we will be able to look at it, that's my opinion. The 4th of January 2025 Intel Guru Bruce. Via Wiser Now. Iraq has brought a new in-country rate. We heard about this New Year's Day. In Iraq, they're removing the higher denominations, the 25k dinar notes. The 10k, the 5k, the 1k, the high 30 dinar notes. Now those are notes that we have that we're going to be able to exchange at a very high rate. Very high, we're getting huge rates on the dinar that we have, but in Iraq they're exchanging those with 25 dinar, 10 dinar, 5 dinar, 1 dinar, in other words. Without the 3 zeros, lower denominations, they're making those announcements on television in Iraq. We look like we could get started. They're calling it the weekend, as late as Sunday, we should be getting our notifications, and we should be able to get started with our exchanges. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: IraqiDinarChat.net